Alright, welcome back. A few things have happened since we last spoke, not a ton, but car is done and wrapped now. We'll show you that here in a little bit. I'm not gonna give you the wrap yet. Because we do have a lot to do today before we get to the wrap. And if you're already on our Facebook page, I encourage you to do. Chances are you've already seen the wrap. Try not to show you now. I don't know how to do it, just trying, you know what I mean? Anyways, chances are you're gonna see a glimpse of it in this, but we'll do a full thing later. I have got a lot of things going on here. It's actually just a bunch of pedally stuff, but as you can see, we got our carburetor into pieces here. We got a rebuild kit that should be coming via mailman here soon, and we're gonna redo all the gaskets and everything. What I think is bad is these power valves here, because when I'm getting on the throttle, I've replaced a bunch of stuff trying to avoid having to do this, by the way, but this is where we've landed. There's a whole list of things I've tried. I'm not gonna get into it now, but anyways, this is like the last piece of the puzzle, and while I've got it off, I figured I'd go ahead and change off. That's good on it. I figured I'd go ahead and change all the gaskets and the little, springs and pumps and all that stuff as well, and then try it again. Essentially, the car has like a stumble on initial throttle. Like if you just try to hit it real quick, like we're trying to take off, on a restart or something, she's gonna spit and sputter in your face, and then it clears out and it goes. But I could probably get through it, because if you're rolling 2,000 RPM, roughly, it's not a problem. So if you're rolling 2,000 RPM and then all of a sudden you gas it, the car will take off and be fine. But if you're like sub 2,000, but the question is, like, if I have to let out completely, like for a turn or for somebody, and then I get back into it, am I gonna lose momentum? Or if we're rolling to a restart and somebody brake checks, you know what I mean? And then so you have to let out real quick whenever you get back in, do you have throttle? Chances are right now, no, we don't. So that's what's going on over there. We're working on getting all that stuff back into the carburetor, back into the car. We're also adding a fuel pressure regulator, which has already kind of been added. And what else? The water temperature gauge took a poop, so we're trying to fix that as well. So I've got a lot of things started, and I'm waiting on other things to happen. But you're gonna see the car today, I can assure you that. I'm showing the car at a sponsor today. I think we'll probably do some video there as well. But other than that, let's pitter patter and get at her. If you're excited about something coming by UPS, FedEx, Postal Service, whatever time they normally get to your house, add a few hours. Normally the guy gets there at 11, so we were gonna go show the car this afternoon. But unfortunately, I've had this carburetor sitting here just like the way that you saw it a moment ago for about, all day. So now I'm gonna try to get this thing finished up tonight, and then we'll show the car tomorrow to the Haleys. But maybe I'll show you guys tonight. Maybe I'll make you wait till tomorrow. We'll just see. Pop, there it is. Hey, I put all that back together. So there you go. We also have a fuel regulator now because we were getting too much fuel pressure. I guess, it's never really been a problem before, but whenever I called about the miss issue, they told me to go ahead and put a fuel pressure regulator on. We were running, just a tick too high on fuel pressure, but nothing outrageous. And then also, water gauge works. So there's good news for everybody. It is significantly brighter than every other gauge. In fact, it's the brightest gauge that we have. It looks like the oil pressure gauge doesn't even light up, and neither does the fuel temp, or not fuel temp, fuel pressure gauge. Oil pressure gauge, it's not, no lights. That's another heel for another day. But I'm gonna make you wait one more day. I could put this video out tonight, but it's not done, right? We still got tomorrow. And we're gonna see if the miss is out of the engine whenever it goes under load. Hopefully it is, man. I'm tired of chasing this thing, but I've got a feeling. I just got a feeling in my gut that we didn't really fix anything. So, I wish I could do the road test tonight, but it's entirely too dark. So, we'll see you in the morning. All right, next day, here we are. It's supposed to rain. The rain, it's always something to mess up plans, but it's actually really clear right now. So hopefully we get to go to Haley's and show off the car. That's what we That's what we need to do today for sure. We also are about to do the road test to see if this thing is indeed fixed or not. But either way, once I get back from the road test, it's got to go on the box or get close to the box, and we'll wait and see what the rain's going to do. We'll do the road test. Here's the deal. We'll do the road test, and then whenever I park it in front of the trailer, I'll give you a look at this year's car. Is that fair? It's fair, right? It's fair. Road test was better. It seems to be getting better every run we make. So I halfway wonder if maybe there was like trash fuel or something and it's just cycling through it. I really don't know. But that time it definitely had more response, but it still had a little bit of hesitation to it. So I don't know. I feel like we're getting just closer and closer to figuring this thing out. Either way, it's going to go practice on Saturday, and maybe we can blow it out, whatever the problem is. I don't know. But I'm telling you, I've replaced everything and done everything that I can think of. My God, I can't think of anything else to do. But anyways, let me get out of this car. Let me give you I'll give you the grand tour of the thing. So let's start at the top. There you go, little 1. There's my number and my name. I didn't really ask for that, but it came with the car. And it kind of looks good there. Let me flip you around. There's the front, Ian Strong. And then you got Ian Strong on the tail there, which I'll go over with you in here in a minute. Here's the side of the car. Thanks to Haley's for coming on board this year. Renegade as well. Haley's does so much for us, it's silly. Also, I'd like to remind you that I am a real estate agent with Haley's. So if you ever, if you're in the mood to buy or sell, doesn't matter where you are. I do referrals too. So we do business. You know what I mean? I like the new number. I had to change it up because we've had nothing but bad luck out of the other. These sponsors down here are basically just things that help the car and keep me sane, like the Red Bull there. I just wanted to add that on the bottom because I thought it looked sweet. I hate free ads, but whatever. Dirt King Apparel, those dudes are awesome. Scotty, I don't know if you guys remember my video with Scotty. He's become a good friend, and he always shares our stuff. He always posts our stuff. He always puts us out there. So yeah, he absolutely deserves a spot on this race car. And then there's the G&R Motorsports. Big shouts out to them. I appreciate them a ton for coming on board and helping out. I got cancer socks on the spoiler the sail panels, because it does. That Dominator sticker's coming off, and then Ziggys Palace is coming up here. Ziggys Palace is it's a pallet sales company here in Russellville, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they ship or not, but either way, hit them up on Facebook. They've got all kinds of cool stuff. There's the other side. Appreciate your program. Thanks to all of these folks. Remember, $25 get your name on the car. Every additional $25 get you a star. Once you get to 5 stars, you get one of our YouTube t-shirts sent to you. Also, some people donate to get on here, and some people are just really good help at the track or around racing. So anyways, there's multiple ways to get your name up there. I think I've been telling Gary I was gonna put his name up there for a long time, and I just kept getting screwed up because it kept crashing cars. Maybe Gary's the good luck we need. Maybe now that Gary's on there, we won't have any more problems. But anyways, there she is, man. I love it. It turned out really good, and we are excited to get it to the racetrack. I mean, give her a look from a distance here. Look at her. She's just ready to purr. She's ready to get out there and go do things. She's excited. She is excited. Let me explain to you the Ian Strong, the ribbon here, and the one that's on the front of the nose. But let me do that somewhere that's not outside, because my nose is getting abused and it's better in the garage for some reason. I don't know why, but that's just the way that life is. Anyways, Ian Cook, I'll just give his last name. He was a good friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, one of my best friends. And last July, he was diagnosed with cancer. It was a lung cancer, and it was just a rare and super aggressive form of lung cancer. To my understanding, that's what I've gathered. I've never really bugged anyone too much about the details, because whenever I would talk with Ian, obviously I didn't want to talk about cancer. I think that was probably in August or July or something to that effect. I'm not exactly sure. And then I want everybody, he had a big benefit that I couldn't make, and there was a lot of things going on for Ian. And I was like, what can I do? What can I do that's different to maybe help Ian out? So I decided to design my race car for Ian. I wanted, you know, him to be kind of the focal of the race car this year. And the plan was to make shirts with his design on it, and all the profit from those shirts was going to go straight to him and his family to help them with what I'm sure is a very expensive journey. Long story short, this January Ian passed away. He did not he didn't quite make it to see this car put together, that's kind of sucks. But either way, he helped me design the car as well. As we went along, I would do it all on the iRacing templates and stuff like that, and then I would send it to him. I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? And he would kind of give me some feedback, or hey, let's change this. One of the things he loved the most, which became one of the biggest inconveniences, was that ribbon on the front of the car, which was cool at first. And then it was kind of like, oh, if I could move this, but that was one of Ian's favorite parts of the race car. So it's still there, and it's loud and proud. That obviously leaves me in a weird spot with the t-shirts, right? Because the plan was to make the t-shirts and sell them, and all the money would go to Ian and his family. I sent his brother a message, or I called him or something, and I told him kind of about the situation with the car, which he didn't know anything about it. So we're kind of looking together to try and find a place to do that. Maybe, hopefully somebody local that may need it. That kind of deal. So all that to say this: when the shirts are done, and they should be, I sent the design off almost a week ago. So hopefully the shirts are done soon. Please go buy those shirts. It's my last, it'd be my last thing I can ever do for Ian. I don't know what they'll cost. I don't know until I get everything into the selfie store. I don't know any of that stuff. So anyways, the shirts, all the money from the shirts, the initial racing shirts that we put out, will go straight to wherever they want to put it. I don't know. Essentially, it's going to them, but we're all going to kind of find a place to put the money. And maybe we raise $25, or maybe we raise $100. I don't know. But if you're ever going to buy a shirt from me, please buy that one, because that one is going to mean the most to me probably ever in my career. I will keep you posted on that, and I will let you know when those shirts are done. I'm going to make the assumption that we are not going to Haley's to show off the car today, just because it is starting to sprinkle out there. So we probably won't be going to Haley's today, because it'd be an outside thing. And I think the best chance we have is right now to go do that. And I'm sure they're busy. So if we do go out there, I will record that. But if not, I do want to thank everybody for the support. Appreciate everybody. Getting this car back together has been wild, and I wasn't exactly sure that we was going to be able to do it, but I'm glad that we did. I'm glad that everything is back in order, and I'm ready to go racing again. I just can't get this mist in the engine on initial throttle out of the back of my mind. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. This Saturday will be at Clarksville Speedway. Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I think it's supposed to be in the 40s, which is real close to like my I don't want to get Beckett out limit. If it's stupid windy, we'll probably just call it, and then just maybe try to find the mist in the engine next week or whatever. But yeah, that's it, man. If you guys are down there for a practice, come say hi, say what's up, or we'll see you hopefully at the toilet bowl. As always, I love you and everything I want to, but now I gotta go.